Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com. You can see it looks like I'm ready to deadlift. I'm going to give you guys a deadlift tip. This is going to deal with foot placement, how wide you put your feet during the deadlift, and the impact on your leverages when you're pulling. So, I want to address this topic because I see a lot of guys, particularly in the bodybuilding realm, that tend to deadlift with their feet a little wider than they should. I call them tweeners. They're not exactly sumo. They're not exactly conventional. They're kind of like this. So I want to address what happens when you kind of have that tweener stance and your legs are a little wider and you pull like this. I want to talk about the impact of foot position on leverages and how it can actually impact, strain, put additional stress on your lower back. Now, when you set up for the squat, okay, when you set up for a squat, ignore the barbell here for a moment. When you set up for a squat, I teach that you get in a nice position, like a football stance position, like you're going to get hit. This is a good way to get a proper foot width for the squat, okay? You just kind of get in that position like you're about to get hit. It'll give you a quality leverage position, a quality foot stance position for the squat. You don't get like this when you're about to get hit, typically in the squat, okay? You don't go super wide stance. You also don't go like this when you're about to get hit in football, when you're about to get hit in football. You kind of have that nice quality in, stance, quality foot width, just a natural foot width about like this. That's a good squatting stance. Now, when you're getting set up for the deadlift, I recommend just bringing that in a little bit. So you get in your stance, okay, your football stance like you're about to get hit, and then you just bring it in, just a little baby step, okay? When you do this and you get your arms set up, you can see they're almost vertical. That's what you want. That's what you want for a deadlift starting position, okay? Now, I want to explain to you what happens if let's say you're in your football stance here, okay? And you don't bring that baby step in and start to pull with your arms vertical. What happens, okay? Well, when you leave your feet out and you do kind of that tweener stance, that bodybuilding-ish tweener stance, you can see to get your arms down, they're not vertical at all, okay? They're kind of angled. Now, the more vertical your arms are, the taller you can get, the more you can stand upright, okay? So, if I'm vertical, I can get more upright. The more I widen my arms because of my stance, the more it pulls me down. See that? The more you widen your arms, the more it pulls you down. That reduces leverage, places more strain on your lower back. So if you do a tweener stance, like one of these bodybuilding tweener stances, that isn't sumo, you're pulling like this, you can see your arms aren't vertical. It gets you closer to the ground and you end up being like this, okay? It's not a good leverage position. Your head is forward. Your head is too far forward, your hips are too high, and you're going to be pulling like this, okay? That's not what you want. When you get that nice quality, proper, conventional stance, you're pulling like this, okay? Your hips are in a better leverage position. Your head is further back, which gives you a better natural starting position. So again, I just want to recap that when you get into when you set up for the deadlift, okay, get in that squat, get in that football position like you're about to get hit, okay? Get in that football position like you're about to get hit, and then bring a baby step in, okay? And then jostle it around a little bit, get that good feel, okay? There you go, you're ready to pull. Now, it's not perfectly vertical. Your arms don't have to be perfectly vertical. Mine never are. Mine are usually like this, just a little bit out. But if you stay in that tweener stance, that's not full-blown sumo, but that's wider. I mean, I see bodybuilders like this. Your arms are like this. You're pulling, your hips are going to be higher. start to pull, your head's going to be too far forward. I mean, you can sink your hips, but this is an awful, awful leverage position for the deadlift. And it's going to weaken your strength. It's going to put more strain on your lower back. So that's the tweener stance. You want to avoid it completely. You can see when you're in the sumo stance, your arms are basically vertical. That's what you want. If you went out like this, you can see in the sumo stance, if you went out like this, you can see it brings you down. It brings you down. The higher you can get those shoulders, the more your head is going to be back when you start to pull, and the better leverage you're going to have, the less strain you're going to put on your lower back. So, vertical arms equals better initial leverages. Your head's up. You're going to be stronger. It's going to be safer for your back. So, avoid the tweener stance. Avoid the tweener stance. Get in that natural leverage position. Bring your foot a baby step in, and you're going to be starting with your arms in a better position. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, there's a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer any question, every question you post. And if you made this far in this video and you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.